Morning guys, welcome back to another episode. Thanks for tuning in. Just wanted to touch on the current situation that we're facing at the moment, just with the coronavirus. So down here in Australia, we're still allowed to work at the moment. We're still allowed to we're still just having a few camera issues here, just a few little camera mounting issues. We might have to look into that, I think. Might have to get a proper mount or something instead of just sticking in a little dashboard compartment down here. But we're still currently allowed to work. They've shut down, they've closed all the pubs and clubs, so you're not allowed to, the pubs are shut. There's only at the cafes and restaurants open for takeaway only. So a lot of the restaurants are closed, but the coffee shops, they are still open. They're really struggling, but they're actually still open, and they're only allowed to do takeaway. A lot of the fast food restaurants down here in Australia are they're not eat-in, so you can only go into the store and order takeaway. So they're just stopping people from gathering at certain locations. The schools are still, at the moment, some are closed, some for essential services, like lawn mowing is still classed as a essential service. So basically everyone that still has a job is still encouraged to work and just maintain safe. They're calling it safe social distancing. So if I go to a customer's house and the customer is at home, I'll maintain my safe social distance. So that's 1.5 meters away. Obviously, we don't shake hands or greet. We just say g'day and stay that 1.5 meters away from the customer. It's actually a little bit tricky because a lot of my customers want to come out, and it's taken a while for people to grasp that 1.5 meter ruling, because culturally in Australia everyone shakes each other's hands. We're always coming out saying g'day mate, how you going, and shaking each other's hands. It's just what we do. So yeah, it's taken a little bit of time for people to adjust, but now everyone's kind of cotton on to that. The roads are very quiet at the moment. A lot of people are off the roads. They're working from home wherever possible. So a lot of the office workers are just working remotely from home, which is, it's quite bizarre, because you'll turn up. I'm going to go to a large unit complex today, a strata complex out at Parramatta, and it's actually going to be quite surreal because there's not a lot of people around, so it's really quiet, which kind of suits me. I'm happy to just get in, get my job done, and then do what I've got to do, move on to the next job. So yeah, we have as far as the impact financially on the virus at the moment, there are incentives. So there's a JobKeeper program, so that allows people to, if you've lost work through the virus, it allows you to you can apply for that I think it's $1,500 a fortnight, and that gets paid to your employer, and then your employer passes that on to you. So it helps them, the employer, keep you in a job, and obviously helps you pay the bills. We haven't gone into full lockdown as yet. I don't think that we're going to. A lot of the childcare centres are still open. Just this week they've announced that there's going to be free childcare, so the government will be paying for childcare for the next few months, I'm assuming. I think that they are predicting that this will last for at least 6 months. So yeah, it's going to be it's interesting times, to say the least. But we're just continuing on, business as usual, and maintaining that 1.5 metre rule, and also I'm using hand sanitizer. I've just got a small bottle of hand sanitizer in my ute here, and I just at the end of each job I just wash my hands, just as a general rule. So yeah, but I'll when we get to the job out here at Parramatta, I'll get a little bit of mowing footage for you. Today I've got the Gravely ZTXL 42 inch. We are looking at, it's got 500 hours on it. I am looking into upgrading that mower. It's still a good mower. It's still getting the job done, but I just feel that it's about 3 years old now. It's got 500 hours. I think it's probably time to upgrade it and go to a full commercial mower, and probably keep this 42 inch as a backup. I'll probably be looking at, I'm really seriously considering a Toro grandstand, probably a 48 inch deck. I think the 52 inch deck is going to be a little bit too wide for my residential jobs. I've already got a 61 inch Husky PZ34 with a 31 horsepower Kawasaki on it, which is really good for the big commercial sites, big jobs. And the Gravely, the 42 inch, has been the perfect deck size for me, because I can get into tight spots, and it just seems to work out really well. But the issue with the grandstands, or a lot of the stand-on mowers, they only come in the Gravely's got a 32 inch deck, which is probably a little bit too small for me. I'm just going to lose that productivity of the 42 inch. I know that I'll be able to get into a lot more spaces and through gates with the 32 inch, but I've got the Toro Time Master, the walk behind, self-propelled 30 inch, and that's kind of filling that gap for the backyards. So I can do the backyards really, really quickly now with that 30 inch self-propelled mower, which is great. But I just want to, with the stand-on mowers, I think standing position is really, really comfortable, and you can see a lot around you when you're mowing. It's easy to get on and off the mower, and it takes up less room in the trailer than a normal zero-turn mower. So the only thing is with those stand-on mowers is they come in a 36, a 48 and a 52. Now in America, I know that they also have, in the Toros, they've got a 40 inch. They don't normally bring them to Australia, and they also have a a 60 inch. It's either a 60 inch or 61 inch. So at this stage, I don't really need another big 52 or a 60. I really need to go something that's somewhere in between the 42 and the 48. So I think 48 is going to be the sweet spot. I'll probably pick up a bit more productivity having that slightly wider deck, and also I think it'll be a lot more reliable, being a full commercial mower, and I'll also save a bit of trailer space, room in the trailer with a stand-on mower. But it's uncertain times just to be, making an investment, like buying, in Australia, the stand-on mowers, you're looking at around, for a 36, I think you're looking at around 13 grand, and then a 52, you're up around 15,000. So it's a decent investment, but it's a long-term investment. So if you break it down, say you keep it, they'll probably easily last 5 to 10 years. So you just got to make sure that you buy the right mower that suits your needs, and that's going to be the right size for the properties that you're servicing, or also not only the ones that you're currently servicing, but the ones that you want to target. So you've really got to get it right. So you've got to spend a bit of time doing a lot of research. Sometimes people message me on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. They tell me they want to know which mower they should buy, and I always tell them there's no perfect mower, and I can't stress that enough. There's no perfect mower. You need to work that out for yourself, and all I can do is suggest different products and brands that I know and trust, but I'm not going to ever tell you to buy a particular brand or type of mower, because it's not how it works. Everyone's different. Everyone has different dealer support, so you may get better support from a particular dealer that is local to you, and I'd encourage you to do that. If you've got a local dealer who carries the brands that suit your needs, I would encourage you to build up a relationship with them and work with them, because they'll be able to support you and get parts, and if there is a problem, they can contact the manufacturer and help you resolve that issue, especially if there's warranty issues. It's really important to get working with a local dealer and someone who you know and trust. So that's my advice. But study the specifications on each mower, and also watch YouTube videos, watch other people's videos on different brands and different mowers. Dan's daily vlogs is a really good one. Dan, I watch him a lot. Another one that I watch a lot is Blake from B&B Lawncare, and Brian from Top Notch. All those guys. Another one is I've had a mental blank here. It'll come to me. I'll as soon as I remember his name and his business, I'll let you know, because he is bloody good. He tests a lot of stand-on mowers, and he also provides honest opinions on the products. There's no BS, which is what I really like. So yeah, as soon as I remember it, I'll let you know, and go and check him out on YouTube, because he's got some really good stuff. Alright guys, I'm going to enjoy my coffee and my drive to the job, and I'll take a bit of video when we get there, and I'll also let you know that guy's name on YouTube to follow. See you guys. So I've remembered who that guy is on YouTube, and I need to offer him a very big apology. Brian from Brian's Lawn Maintenance does some of the best stand-on reviews. He's upfront and honest. He's got a really good YouTube channel, so go and check him out. Brian's Lawn Maintenance. He's also on Instagram. But I cannot believe I just had a mental blank. I couldn't think who the hell it was. I was like, this dude is awesome. He has done a little bit of work with the Dirt Monkey. So if you look up the Dirt Monkey, Stanley, the Dirt Monkey, they also do some good stand-on stuff. They've done a review on a mower that really does interest me, a stand-on mower, which is the Cub stand-on mower, Cub Cadet. Cub have really improved over the last couple of years as far as build quality. Before, they had a pretty ordinary reputation as far as lawnmowers are concerned, but from what I've seen on YouTube, on those reviews, they look like a really good stand-on machine. We don't get them in Australia. I think you'd have to try and just do a special import or something like that, because there's a lot of stuff that we just don't get in Australia, because it's just not, I think we're just that sort of far away, and it hasn't really taken off yet, the stand-on lawnmowers. There's a guy, Greeny. Greeny was probably one of the first lawn mowing guys in Australia to have a stand-on lawnmower. Greeny's a good mate of mine. He's got a YouTube channel. He's not very active on it at the moment. It's Greeny's Lawn Mowing. So if you want to go over and check him out, he's got had a 32-inch Toro, but now he's got a 32-inch Bobcat, which looks like a really nice machine as well. It's a very powerful machine. So you may want to head over there and check that out. Greeny's also got a 36-inch walk behind Cub with a free floating deck. Now, walk behinds are pretty they're a little bit rare as well in Australia. They haven't really taken off either, so that's something that's really quite interesting. Apologies to Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Check him out. And another really good channel to go and check out if you're into Honda lawnmowers, particularly the 216D. Honda is Ray from Pipwater Mowing. So check out Ray from Pipwater Mowing. Really nice bloke. He's got a couple of great videos of him mowing lawns. So he's got a really interesting channel as well. So check all those guys out. If you're new to YouTube or if you're a veteran, I haven't been active for a while because I kind of not lost interest in it, but I just got really, really busy with stuff. But it's something that I enjoy doing is making YouTube videos, and it was a bit of a hobby of mine, a bit of a passion, and I kind of lost the spark for a while. And now that I'm working solo, it's nice to have someone to talk to and, you know, communicate. And I know myself, I like to get home at the end of the day, and after I've finished doing my paperwork and writing a few notes, I like to sit down and watch all the other guys, all the other YouTube guys, and just sit down there and just chill out and relax and watch a bit of YouTube and see what they have to say for themselves. So I thought it's probably a good idea to give something back or put a little bit of content up so people can give you something to watch. Hopefully it's of interest to somebody. But yeah, I'm probably rambling on a little bit now, so I'll chat to you a little bit later, and we'll get some mowing footage at this next site, and I'll give you a bit of a tour. So catch you later, guys. Okay guys, so just arrived on site. This is some of the sections of it here. It's nice strata. It's a good size, good size place. A lot of ride-on work. So I'll just use the 42 inch on this site. So this is just a side toolbox. And we've got the Gravely in the back here, and the Time Master in there as well. So let's get set up and get to work. Need to let me know what's boring and what's not, guys, because I don't know what you guys want to see, whether you want to see mowing footage or you want to hear me ramble on. Just let me know. Alright guys, I'll catch you later, but I'm just on the ZTXL 42 inch.